Hey everyone, here we are back with another toy review. This time it's going to be the Marvel Legends series, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Avengers Endgame Captain America 2-pack. Okay, so let's go ahead and crack this thing open, but first, let's take a look at the packaging real quick. There's Captain America Steve Rogers to the right, Captain America Sam Wilson to the left. It's that Windows style box we miss so dearly. Warning at the bottom, ages 4+, company's Hasbro. There's the Steve Rogers side, Sam Wilson side. Pretty good movie artwork. So these are two MCU figures. So there's a read-up on the back. The first set of paragraphs, or the first paragraph is for Sam Wilson, second's for Steve Rogers. And they are in several different languages. Another look at the artwork. Now let's open it. So now they're out of the box. So let's take a quick look at the accessories first. And here's the two shields. So I believe this one is going to be Steve Rogers' shield. And this one is Sam Wilson's shield. And it's the standard MCU type shields. The Steve Rogers, I think, is bigger than the other. Or maybe they're the same size. No, I think this one's a tad bit bigger. Yeah. There's the back. Has the molded straps. And here's the extra head sculpt that comes with Steve Rogers. It looks pretty good. Highly detailed. Looks just like Chris Evans in my opinion. I don't see anything wrong with it. Painted pretty well. And that's all Steve Rogers comes with. As far as additional accessories, here's extra set of hands for Sam Wilson, fisted hands. Here is the plug-in piece that goes on Sam's back. Of course, he does not come with his wings, but he comes with this as if his wings are still in and not out. And here's the Sam Wilson Mackie head sculpt that we didn't get with the first release. It looks pretty good as well. Anthony Mackie, that's his name. Good paint throughout. Good realistic looking head in my opinion. And here's a look at Chris Evans's Steve Rogers' Captain America. His head sculpt looks really good as well. This is basically a re-release of that Worthy Captain America that came with, or no, it was a single pack, but it was a Walmart exclusive, very hard to find. It was a very high price on the aftermarket. And this guy feels pretty good in hand. Not too good. So I think this 2-pack, it retailed for $40. I think it was the last reasonably retailed 4-pack price, or 2-pack I mean. But I got mine just recently on Amazon for $20. So it was a pretty good deal. There's the back of the figure. He has no peg hole in the back. Wouldn't matter if he did, you couldn't store the shield anyway. Nice sculpting. The uniform's textured. Feels very nice. Double jointed elbows that are not pinless. The paint on the head looks good. The paint on the body looks good. The articulation is okay. So his arms can't go too far up. They're hindered by this piece right here on the shoulder. This shoulder pad's like a sculpted piece attached to the figure. It looks good, but it hinders articulation and does that. It kind of pops up on you. And he's got the bicep swivel. It looks good on this one. It looks more natural than the others. Another thing to note, that this one does not come with a Mjolnir. So that's a little aggravating. And for some reason, his right hand's a trigger hand, on which he comes with no guns. Ab crunch is pretty good. He can crunch that far forward, that far back. He can look that far down. Looking up, not so much. He can only kick forward that much, back that much, double jointed knee, thigh cut, boot swivel, ankle pivot. And the hands are a horizontal hinge on both. One fisted hand on the left, trigger finger hand on the right. So that's it for Steve. Let's take a look at Sam real quick. This is an exact re-release of the first version where the Build-A-Figure was just his wings. And as far as I can tell, it is an exact re-release. His uniform is also nicely sculpted. Great paint throughout. He does have a peg hole in the back, of course, to fit this piece on. And it fits in nicely. Looks good. This could also, in my opinion, double for a comic version of when Sam Wilson takes over as Captain America, since the other one's too expensive. And his joints are pinless. I believe the first release is too. Double jointed elbows. And his shoulder pads are not the same. I mean they're sculpted nicely. His articulation's about the same, but it's not a rubber overlay piece like Steve Rogers' was. Ab crunch, that far forward, that far back. Bicep swivel. Horizontal wrist hinge. Let's see how far you can look down. You can only look down that much. You can look up about that much, which may not be enough for any flight poses, but he ain't got no wings, so he can kick forward a little bit more than Steve. He can kick back about that far. Thigh cut, double jointed knees. They're a little hindered by the way the boot design is. But the boots look nice, and he has no boot swivel. But he does have that nice ankle pivot. So one more time looking at them both together. They both stand at about the same height. Yeah, they're about the same. Which seems accurate. Scale of 1 to 10. I give this 2-pack an 8. It looks pretty good, pretty nice. I wasn't going to pay full price because I don't really collect MCU figures personally. I have a handful here and there, but for $20, I feel like it was just something to pick up. So, if you would like, tell me what you think about this 2-pack in the comments section. Leave the video a like if you enjoyed it. If not, then that's fine. And I believe that is all I have for this video.